Some people tap their feet, some people snap their fingers, and some people just sway back and forth. I just sort of do them all together, I guess.
And now here is Elvis Presley.
I got news for you, baby.
So excited, I can't wait.
I think Presley was a star.
Well, heard the news.
Oh, he's such a sexy person. He will always be the king no matter what.
This year, Graceland is commemorating the King all year long with the Elvis 45 celebration. Have a look.
We have everything from birthday proclamations to concerts to conversations about Elvis happening this weekend. But that's just the beginning. We have new exhibits coming this year in honor of the 45th anniversary. And there's a spectacular new product that we have out called the Elvis Sapphire collection, which is a limited edition collection of 45s. You get it? Elvis 45.
Well, Elvis Presley's birthday is January 8th. Here's a list of Elvis 45 events at Graceland this week. Thursday will be the Elvis Birthday Bash and private evening tours of the Graceland Mansion. Friday will be film screening of Viva Las Vegas and the gospel dinner that's also popular with visitors. And Saturday will be the Elvis Birthday Proclamation. That's followed by an evening panel featuring people who knew Elvis best, including, listen to this, Priscilla Presley. We'll be right back, everybody.
As you could see, Graceland announced the release of the Sapphire 45 collection containing all sorts of goodies. The list is too extensive to go into detailing everything, but you can find everything that is included on the Graceland website. Only 500 copies with a hefty price tag of $600 a piece will be sold. Graceland announced that they are giving away 1,045 RPM records to people who are touring Graceland at specific dates throughout 2022. The record giveaways are on these 6 dates. Movie news. In my view, the upcoming Elvis biopic is still officially untitled. In December, director Baz Luhrmann shared his holiday wish on Twitter. Like in previous outings, he used the letter combination TCB again. It could mean that the movie will be called TCB.
It is Elvis's birthday today, and how could we possibly let the day go by without celebrating him? You know, here in our creative production space, we're surrounded by Elvis. Everywhere we go, images, the sound of his voice. And I just thought maybe you'd like to have a little look at our creative space. So one of the things that we always do is that we theme our environment so it inspires the creativity, all the creatives that are here. And so here we have our screening room, which is modeled after Elvis's 1970s bedroom in the Hilton Hotel. Another thing that's really important that we like to do is make sure that we have a kind of picture wall. And you see it behind me here. And the picture wall is telling the story, particularly the story of Elvis's life, but it's done completely in sourced imagery. In the same way, we cover all of our walls in newspaper articles or materials that are going to inspire as you walk around the building, so that we're constantly in the world of Elvis Presley. Well, hope you enjoyed this little tour of our space, and happy birthday, Elvis.
Set for a release in February by collectors label Follow That Dream Records in their Complete Sessions series is an upgraded re-release of Aloha from Hawaii via satellite. This time utilizing the talents of recording engineer Matt Ross Spang, who was also responsible for the recent Nashville box sets. He has newly remixed the original show and the songs that were recorded at 3 a.m. after the live broadcast when the audience had left. Several of these outtakes and rehearsals have not been previously released officially. Also included is the Sony Legacy 2013 remix of the rehearsal show from January 12, 1973. This deluxe 3-CD contains a 28-page color booklet with great photos, memorabilia and an insightful essay. An Elvis bench has been placed not far from the Elvis statue in the German town of Bad Nauheim where Elvis was stationed. Look, this is where the Elvis statue is. The music notes are of the song Wooden Heart, which is an adaptation to the German song Mussi Den. Elvis remains a selling force when it comes to the sale of music calendars in the United Kingdom. He is second in the list, just behind Cliff Richard, but keeping young and hip teen idols behind him. Worldwide, Elvis still sells close to 1 million calendars per year. The furniture of the racquetball building behind the Graceland mansion was temporarily moved to the court area because of water damage due to heavy rainfall in Memphis. Luckily, the furniture did not suffer any damage. Elvis bought this Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham on September 26, 1974. 2 years later, he gifted the car to Dr. Nick. On January 15, 2022, the car was being auctioned by the Swedish seller, and after 103 bids, it was sold for €77,000. The highest paid Elvis item at the Rockhurst auctions of December 11 was this 14-karat gold and large diamond stage ring that Elvis gifted to J.D. Sumner. This item was once part of the Mike Moon collection. The final price, including the 15% buyer's premium, was just above the estimate. It was sold for $51,750. But there was also a lot with 842 photos taken during the production of King Creole. They were offered in the form of medium format contact sheets. The images document nearly the entire film, scene by scene, and are crystal clear. It sold for only $1,150. So do not be surprised if these photos show up in the near future, as this could be very neat material for a book with the title The Making of King Creole. Who knows? The Memphis Mansion in Denmark published the first detailed account of the Bill Black story. The 264 pages book is written by Frenchman Paul Ballard. What sets this book apart from the others is that of the 175 images, many rare images are provided by the Bill Black family. The first 1,000 copies come with a flexi disc of the song Don't Be Cruel in the versions of Elvis and of the Bill Black combo. On the outside, the book shows a lot of comparison with Scotty Moore's book. The same original photo was used, and the title is also a reference to an Elvis song. Scotty used That's Alright Mama, and Paul Ballard used Don't Be Cruel in the title of his book. As many fans will know, Bill Black's upright bass is now in the possession of Paul McCartney.
This is the original Elvis Presley bass. Exactly.
This is his story. We had quite a few acquaintances in Nashville, and one of the guys who we knew happened to know Bill Black's family. He was chatting to my late wife Linda McCartney and said, "That old bass is just sitting in the barn. Nothing is going to happen with it." I think Linda thought, God, talk about a birthday present. So she organized it all and gave it to me. I have been playing it ever since. I can't play it very well because I am an electric bass guy, but it's a great sound, and as long as the part I am doing is simple, I can manage it.
Well, if you baby leave you, you've got a tale to tell. Just take a walk down on the street to Heartbreak Hotel. You'd be so lonely, baby. You'd be so lonely. You'd be so lonely, you could die.
In the year review of 2021 video, I showed that there is a wrong date mentioned on the recently unveiled plaque in Honolulu. Elvis performed at the Block Arena on March 25th and certainly not on March 21st. In the comments section underneath the video, I received a message by a guy with the name of Jim Burrows, who stated, "I already emailed the president of the World War II Foundation and the date is being fixed."
Dick Guyton spent his last day as executive director of the Elvis Presley birthplace, helping to lead a celebration on what would have been Elvis's 87th birthday.
Happy birthday, dear Elvis. Happy birthday to you.
Guyton took the executive director's position in the summer of 2002, only weeks before another big celebration in the Elvis world. Guyton quickly learned about the loyalty of Elvis fans and their desire to see where everything started for the original American Idol. During his 20 years on the job, Guyton oversaw many improvements, including a renovation of the museum with many personal items from Elvis and the Presley family. He also helped lead a major renovation and addition, which included the event center and a state-of-the-art theater with offices, a meeting room, and patio.
At that time, the people from England and Europe were saying, you know, we need a place to go. We want to do more. And so that's what we hope this new facility would do, and it did.
Guyton also oversaw improvements to the lake on the property and the purchase and renovation of the actual building where the Presley family attended church services and the creation of the Becoming statue, standing on top of the overlook. Through the years, Guyton has made lasting friendships with Elvis fans from across the United States and the world. He says that has been one of the highlights of what he describes as the best part of his work life.
This is a fun place to be. People are happy when they come. They're excited. They're really Elvis fans, and they show it as they look around and they talk take pictures and they visit with other fans. It's just a great place to be and watch people.
Roy Turner was selected as the new executive director of the Elvis Presley Birthplace and Museum. Turner is an Elvis historian and is on the job for about 6 weeks now. In my search for news, I stumbled upon an article of actress Pat Priest, who played with Elvis in Easy Come, Easy Go. She had a nice little piece of information that I was not aware of. So I like to share this story with you. One day we were chatting about cars, and Elvis said, "Do you want to buy one of my cars?" And I said, "What kind of car?" It was a black Eldorado 1965 Cadillac convertible with black interior, and this was in 1967. I said, "That sounds really nice, but I couldn't afford that." And he said, "Well, how about $3,000? And I said, "Sold!" So I had that car and the keychain said EP on it, and I drove it for 2 years. I traded it for a Pontiac Grand Prix. I didn't say anything about it belonging to Elvis, so that was the first retirement fund that I threw away. Okay, it's trivia time. Now we start this year with a relatively easy trivia question for the month of February. Can you tell me, how many kids does little Egypt have and what is tattooed on her spine? Place your answer in the comments. As you know, I asked you the following question in the December 2021 video. If you could pick a new song for Elvis to record, then what song would that be? And it doesn't matter from what kind of era. The 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the zeros, etc. I had to draw a line somewhere, so after 10,000 views I stopped registering answers and started compiling the list. Perhaps I was not clear enough, as I expected only one answer per person, but a lot of viewers came forward with multiple song choices. So all in all, the list carries 143 song requests. I only listed the song when the artist's name was also stated. There are 2 songs on number 3. The Kenny Rogers song Lady and the Conway Twitty song It's Only Make Believe. At number 2 we have the Queen song Crazy Little Thing Called Love. And the absolute favorite is the Dolly Parton song I Will Always Love You. The complete list of songs by the original performers in alphabetical order can be found in the description text below this video. That's all for this month. Hope to see you next time. Until then, have a happy Elvis Presley Day.
You have a